It's me again for the second to last Ology video for now, and yeah, here we go with endocrinology, which is a branch of physiology and medicine concerned with endocrine glands and hormones. It's a field of hormone related diseases, and an endocrinologist can diagnose and treat hormone problems and complications that arise from them. As hormones regulate metabolism, respiration, growth, reproduction, sensory perception and movement, and hormone balances are the underlying reason for a wide range of medical conditions. Endocrinology focuses on the hormones and the many glands and tissues that produce them. As humans have over 50 different hormones that can exist in small amounts and still have a significant impact on the bodily function and development. As endocrinology involves a wide range of systems within the human body and the endocrine tissues that include the adrenal glands, hypothalamus, ovaries and testicles. And there are three broad groups of endocrine disorders. And polycystic ovary syndrome is the most common endocrine disorder in women. So yeah. So what is the endocrine system? The human endocrine system consists of a number of glands which release hormones to control the many different functions of our body. And when the hormones leave the glands, they enter the bloodstream and are transported to the organs and tissues in every part of the body. And it's the adrenal glands are suprarenal glands, sorry for botching of this, are located on top of the kidneys, and they are divided into two regions. The right gland is triangular and the left is more crescent shaped. Now the adrenal glands secrete corticosteroids. The steroids involved in stress responses, the immune system, inflammation and much more. Catecholamines such as norepinephrine and epinephrine in response to stress. Sorry if I cannot say any of these things. Aldosterone, which affects the function of the kidneys, and androgens, or the male sex hormone known as testosterone. And it's both men and women do have some androgen, but men have higher levels of it, as androgen controls the development and characteristics associated with males, like facial hair and a deep voice. Now the hypothalamus is located just above the brainstem and below the thalamus, and the gland activates and controls involuntary bodily functions, including the respiration, heart rate, appetite, sleep, temperature, and the circadian cycles or daily rhythms. And the hypothalamus links the nervous system to the endocrine system via the attached pituitary gland. Now it's the ovaries are located on either side of the female uterus, so secrete the hormones estrogen and progesterone, and those hormones promote sexual development, fertility, and menstruation, while the testicles are located in the scrotum below the penis of the males. It's all very awkward and secrete androgens and mainly testosterone, and they control the sexual development, puberty, facial hair, sexual behaviour, libido, erectile function, and the formation of sperm cells. Now, the pancreas is located in the abdomen, and the pancreas is both an endocrine gland and digestive organ, and it can release things like insulin, which is important for the carbohydrate and fat metabolism in the body. Somatostatin, which regulates endocrine and nervous system function and controls the secretion of several hormones such as gastrin, insulin, and growth hormones. Pancreas also releases glucagon, a peptide hormone that raises blood glucose levels when they fall too low. And there's also pancreatic polypeptide, which helps control the secretion of substances made in the pancreas. And diabetes and digestive issues can result if there are problems with the pancreas. Now, the parathyroid glands are small endocrine glands located in the neck. Produce parathyroid hormones, which regulates calcium and phosphate in the blood. And muscles and nerves can only operate safely and effectively if these chemicals are at the right level. Pineal body or pineal gland is a small endocrine gland located deep in the brain, and secretes melatonin and helps control the body's sleep pattern and moderates levels of reproductive hormones. Where the pituitary gland is another endocrine gland attached to the hypothalamus at the base of the brain. It is sometimes called the main endocrine master gland because it secretes hormones that regulate the function of other glands, as well as growth and many other bodily functions. The anterior or frontopituitary secretes hormones that affect sexual development, thyroid function, growth, skin pigmentation, and adrenocortical function. If the anterior pituitary is underactive, it can lead to the stunted growth in childhood and underactivity in other endocrine glands. The posterior or rear pituitary secretes oxytocin, a hormone that increases contractions of the uterus, and antidiuretic hormone, ADH, I think I've said that right, which encourages the kidneys to reabsorb water. Now, the thymus gland is another endocrine gland that is located beneath the breastbone or sternum. It's also known as T lymphocytes. It's a type of immune cell that matures and multiplies in the thymus glands early in life. After puberty, the gland shrinks. The thymus gland can play a role in the immune system, which then helps protect the body against diseases and infections. The thyroid gland is a butterfly-shaped gland located just below the Adam's apple in the neck. The thyroid procedure produces hormones that play a key role in regulating blood pressure, body temperature, heart rate, metabolism, and how the body reacts to other hormones that may be swirling around. And the thyroid gland uses iodine to create hormones. And the two main hormones that it produces are thyroxine and triiodophyronine. I think I said that okay. It also produces calcitonin, which helps strengthen bones and regulates the metabolism of calcium. And it is when a hormone imbalance can be a result from a genetic or environmental factor. And some infants are born with hormonal problems that can lead to a range of health issues, such as low growth, and endocrine disrupting chemicals such as pesticides, lead and phthalates, which are used in plastic food containers, can sometimes lead to hormonal problems. And there are three broad groups of endocrine disorders. A gland that does not produce enough of its hormones, and this is known as endocrine gland hyposecretion. A gland that produces too much of its hormones is referred to as hypersecretion, and tumours developed in the endocrine glands may be malignant or cancerous, but may also be benign or non-cancerous. So yeah, those are the three areas. The hypersecretion and the tumours. And there's like so many things that can go wrong. That's where like an endocrinologist comes in, as they suspect that the underlying cause of a medical condition is related to the hormone production, and you may be referred to an endocrinologist by a doctor who specialises in endocrinology, and they are trained to diagnose and manage the diseases that affect the glands and the hormones, as they aim to restore the hormonal balance within the body's system. And they commonly treat diabetes, osteoporosis, the menopause, metabolic disorders, thyroid diseases, excessive or insufficient production of hormones, some cancers, short stature and infertility. So yeah. No, it's not actually water, it's lemonade. Straight from a bottle and put in another bottle. And it's from the co-op as well. And when you do visit the endocrinologist, and the doctor, they might ask a question like current medications, family history, and of hormonal problems, like other medical conditions including allergies and dietary habits. So yeah. And they might ask questions that may not seem related or not unnecessary. And they ask it because it may not seem necessary, but it could still have an effect on the hormone levels on the different systems of the body, and small changes in one gland can have impacts on the rest of the body, far from the site of the glands themselves. The glands that are in our heads and all that might have problems in your feet and all. And following the diagnosis, the endocrinologist will suggest the treatment plan, and it will depend on which underlying condition is causing the system. So yeah, as like one small imbalance can cause like a wide range of like health issues. So yeah, this is today's video, and I'll see you all later for the news. So yeah, au revoir.